These kind of videos, smooth glass fruits being cut with a knife, are blowing up across social media. They're satisfying, they're weirdly mesmerizing, and the wild part, they're all completely generated using AI. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to create these videos yourself, and even better, how to build an AI system that does it automatically. It creates a video, adds a caption, and posts them to your TikTok, your YouTube, and Instagram, all on autopilot. Not only am I giving you the prompts I've used to get thousands of views, I'm also sharing the full automation system. You'll be able to download it, plug it in your own keys, and let it run by itself. You set it once and it pumps out content for you daily. We're about to run through a full live demo of how this works, and then I'll show you exactly step by step how to set it up. So I ran this thing live so you can see it in action. I hit the execute workflow button here to the left of the scheduled trigger inside init, and I'm going to show you exactly what has happened all the way to get to this wait that you see here that's processing. The system first checks a Google Sheet that holds the last 7 objects I used in past videos, and then you can see here the idea agent picks a new object, one that hasn't been used yet, and comes up with a caption. The caption here in this case was object was glass mango, and the caption is glass mango ASMR. Then we pass an object to a second agent here, which is going to come up with a prompt. It's our prompt agent, which creates a detailed prompt designed for high quality ASMR style videos, which you can then see in the output here on the right. We then feed that into Google VO3 or Kling Master 2.1. Now, what I want to point out here is that I'm using Kling Master 2.1 because it is 1/4 the cost of Google VO3. In addition to that, you're required to make an 8-second video with VO3, which is going to cost you about $6, whereas with Kling 2.1, you can create a 5-second video, which is only going to cost you $1 and about 25 cents. So I think it's a much better deal, a better bang for your buck. I think the quality is also very, very comparable, and in just a matter of 2 to 3 months, I think Kling is actually going to catch up to VO3, so it's a no-brainer. Now, we're going to wait here. It's going to be 5 minutes processing time. This is actually a node that we've set up to actually give us time for the video to be generated on the Kling side, and then once that 5 minutes is completed, I'll get back to the rest of the workflow. Alright, so the video is done generating, and now the system updates the Google Sheet and kicks off the posting process. So you can see we can upload this to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's all uploaded through Botato, and that's a platform you can use to auto-publish. And you can see that the video that is generated is a glass mango. You can see here when we press play, it looks clean, sounds great, and I didn't have to lift a finger once the system was running. The entire workflow is broken into 3 parts. We've got idea generation, then video generation, and then posting to socials. It runs on a schedule, it's totally hands-free, and keeps itself fresh by rotating new ideas and discarding the old ones. We first start with a schedule trigger, which you can see here. I've got mine to run 3 times a day, and then we grab the most recent 7 video objects from our Google Sheet. So for example, this is the Google Sheet setup. We've got object in cell A and then URL in cell B. You can have mango, kiwi, donut, carrot, whatever you can think of, you can put in this tab here. Then we compile those into a list and send them to our idea agent, which you can see here in this node. This agent is an LLM that gets a very simple prompt. You are an AI agent that selects unique fruits for ASMR style glass cutting videos. Your job is to generate one fruit that is not on that list. It would look visually compelling if it were made of glass and cut with a knife in a close-up ASMR video. It outputs 2 things: 1, a new object like glass kiwi, and 2, a caption that can be used in the video post. It's simple, clean, and always unique. You can see here in the example, it took all of our list of 7 or so and actually created glass mango and is using glass mango ASMR as the caption. Next up, we send that object to the prompt agent. This is where we generate the actual video prompt for Kling 2.1. The prompt structure is going to be very detailed, and it's going to include subject, setting, action, style, sound, camera motion, composition, ambiance, and even aspect ratio. We want it to be 9:16 for short form, right, for TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. all of those platforms. Now you can customize this, you can make tweaks. I'd recommend doing so if you're not satisfied with the output content. And again, if you want to change that format perhaps from ASMR to maybe POV or some other format, this is where you would want to be doing that. It's very detailed and it's going to give us that output that we're looking for. You can see here in this, we've got the subject, the setting, the action, and even the sound, which is all detailed from the system message. We then send the prompt to Kling 2.1, which you can see here in this step. I'm going to show you how to set up that Kling API key. Now we're going to use something called file.ai. File.ai you can think of as almost like a regulator. It's going to communicate with VO, it's going to communicate with Kling, and it's going to enable us to generate an API key with file so that we can then reference those APIs directly. It's a really useful tool, and what we need to do here is we need to set up that header authorization. Now with this template that you're going to get from me, we're going to have the post URL authentication already preset, so you don't have to worry about changing those in the system, but we do want to set up that authorization key. So to get that API key, you want to go to file.ai.com, right, click on account, and then you want to click on API keys. You want to create a new key, call it N8N ASMR, and then you want to save that key. On the next page, that key will populate. You want to copy that key, go back into N8N here, and then what you want to do is you want to click on this drop down, create a new credential. The name is going to be authorization with a capital A, and the value, you're going to type key, K-E-Y, space, and then you're going to paste in that key. You want to save that header authorization. You want to save it something like file AI, and then you want to click save in the top right. Now I'm not going to save it because I already have a file AI key saved, but that's exactly what you would do. File then will start to process and return an ID. We're going to wait about 5 minutes, which you can see here with this next step. It's a wait node for 5 minutes. This is going to essentially give the API time to generate that video, and then once that 5 minutes is set, it's going to ping the API and pull down the video once it's ready. Once it is done, we will get back the video URL, which you can see here in the output. Once that video is done processing, you can see here it's going to update the Google Sheet in step 3. In step 3, it's going to actually delete the oldest entry, row 2, and then append the new object and its video URL to the bottom. You can see here that's going to be updated here in this Google Sheet that I'll share with you in the link down below. Now, this ensures we're always working off the most recent 7 videos, keeping our ideas fresh and non-repetitive. Now the fun part is the auto posting. You can use Botato for this. It's going to support posting to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I think it even has X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Threads, Pinterest, and so much more. So I recommend checking out Botato if you're interested. It's going to be a fully comprehensive platform for all of those services, and I can give you a discount in the description down below as well. I'm just going to give you a quick run through for how it works. You upload the video URL to Botato, which is going to be done in this node here. You just want to make sure that you actually update your credential with your Botato key, just as we did for the Clap API and also for the File AI. Then what it's going to do is going to trigger individual posts to each platform, and then for each platform you're going to connect your account to Botato, grab your account ID and then plug it into the workflow node for TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. And then once that's in, your posts go out automatically, title, caption, everything pre-filled. So actually, if you wanted to activate this entire workflow and have it scheduled at 3 times a day, like I mentioned, you just want to go in the top right and turn it to, and that's going to run on that cadence set by your scheduled trigger here. Now, one quick note about pricing. Google VO3 is very popular right now. A lot of people are talking about it, and it's not cheap. It's going to be about 75 cents per second. And as I mentioned, you have to make an 8-second video with Google VO3 with file.ai. That is why I've opted to use that Kling 2.1, which we've shown you here today. I think it's a much better cost per second, about 28 cents per second. And then each video is going to be 5 seconds, so it's only about $1.25 per video. That said, the content is high quality. I'm really satisfied with the content. I think that it's great, unique, and optimized for virality. And if one of these pops up, you've got great ROI and then some. The point is volume, and that's exactly what this workflow lets you do. You can post way more with this workflow than you would normally. And if you're like me and you have ideas and you want to be consistent, it's so hard to stay consistent, especially with video uploading, because you've got to edit, you've got to create the captions, and you've got to go to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube individually to update to these platforms. It's just not worth your time. So with that for an hour or so, and then you're good to go pretty much in perpetuity for as long as you've got this running. If you want the full system, I've packaged it up along with 50 other N8N workflows, along with a community, support, troubleshooting help, and so many more guides and templates. You're going to get the N8N JSON for this workflow, the structured prompts, the Google Sheet template, and then a setup guide with all the API keys that you're going to need. Just head to the link in the description, join the community, and download everything. You can import it in N8N in one click, and again, you can really have it up and running in just less than an hour. This system is just one example of how powerful AI automation can be. I mean, take a look at this here. You can take any trend like this, ASMR cutting format, and turn it into a scalable, hands-off content engine. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more AI workflows. Comment down below as well what trend you want me to automate next, and I'll see you on the next one.